Hey everybody, how you doing today? It's a wonderful morning. It's Thursday. Hang in there, we'll be there soon. So today's lesson is coming from the book of Luke, chapter 2. And let's start at verse 21 real fast. At the very time Jesus cured many who had diseases, sicknesses, and evil spirits, and gave sight to many who were blind. You know, it's kind of interesting. Jesus did things that only Jesus could do. I know that sounds a little bit rhetoric. I mean, he's the Son of God. He's supposed to do that. But it was special, and he did it for different reasons. He did it to validate who he was. He did it because he loved people. He did it because the sick had faith and whatnot. But in verse 22, the messengers of John the Baptist wanted to know if Jesus was the Messiah. This is what he told them. Go back and report to John what you have seen and heard. The blind receive sight, the lame walk. Those who have leprosy are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor. So if you think about what are you counting on Jesus for, he just gave you a bunch of reasons what you can count, a bunch of examples of what you can count on for. Blind. The blind receive sight. You know, in a lot of ways we interpret blindness as let's just call it a perception of reality. I'm counting on Jesus to teach me what is real in this world and what is not. What is true holiness and what is not. The leprosy, you know, it was a skin disease. They thought it was, you know, catastrophic. It really was if you think about it. But being cleansed, you can't cleanse yourself on your own. There's no medicine for this. The deaf hear, the dead are raised. You know, Jesus promised regeneration, rebirth, something new to start on. So, where do I go with this? Well, I tell you this right now, as surely as the Lord lived, I'm going to sum it up by saying I can count on God to heal me. I know for a fact that Jesus Christ can redeem me from things that are unredeemable. I know my past. I know my limitations. I know my habits. They're bad. But Jesus can get through those. He can burn a hole with his love. He can penetrate them. And his grace is so dynamic and so amazing that they'll never affect my relationship with him again. So what are you counting on God for today? I'm going to let you decide. Do you need a little bit of sight? Do you need some cleansing from some physical sins? They're tough to talk about. Confession's good for the soul, they say. Well, it's not exactly easy either. So I hope today that this inspires you to count on God for something that you really need in your life, that you were just maybe a little bit too ashamed to admit. God be with you today, and we'll catch you next time on Breakfast with Buck.